And welcome back to your fresh new update. It's your favorite Madiva. We're back again with another update. Before we spill the tea, make sure you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss another fresh new update. We start with Umndeni, where the drama continues to escalate. Viewers have noticed that Makhala Tavern, also known as Makhala Ntabeni, appears to have little interest in working. Each time responsibility comes up, she is quick to disappear, creating the impression that she's more invested in the surname and the storyline rather than the effort.
Mina ngikhona emagrade mina that's why ngifuna ukuzibuyelela kwami yazi ngiyoba yilady.
Mona sokufuna ukukhwitha nje?
Awucabanga mina kusasa ngibuyeli ke.
The biggest talking point, however, is Dabula and OG Mamkhulu. After years of clashing, the two are now being portrayed as allies, allegedly plotting against Masego's new girlfriend.
Ngibona la phezulu kwesimo la amakhosi amakhulu bangikhomba ukuthi nina nifuna ukukhipha omunye inkosikazi la.
Kakhulu.
Bakithi. Nimkhipha ngoba kwenze njani?
Kakhulu baba.
Yebo.
Uthekimi ufuna ngimsize. Sizokhipha lo mfazi omunye. Sinto esizwene ngaye lena. Ukuthi uhamba njani wenza njani ngempilo yakhe asikayizwanile leyo.
Social media reactions highlight how unexpected this alliance is, especially given their history. Reports suggest Dabula has linked up with the OG to create a tag team that seems to stand in opposition to the rest of the household. The result is chaos, as Dabula has positioned himself at the center of nearly every twist. Love him or hate him, his presence fuels the show and he alone is keeping the drama alive. Viewers agree that peace will likely never exist in that household. Moving on to Tebogo Mashego, whose name continues to dominate headlines. He recently issued what he described as an apology to Mzansi. However, many felt the delivery was weak, diluted, and forced, calling it far from genuine. Instead of repairing his image, the street corners believe it reinforced concerns that his challenges run much deeper than he wants to admit.
Home misbehavior, kalutlo re dira hetse Nigeria, re tshwareleng ene mo ke ra defend la ka fela la bona ka lelemela diripi angere ne hololo jala la ba fethu mashmarato modimo teng wa phela a re rapeleng thank you ba ba lempeleng mo dithapelong ba fethu la mpona ka phela ne bo no everything ke re le miriri ne hololo jala la 69 e re mpu a shira ba tlise phuli fela. Power to the party. If I not
The reaction online has been clear. People are exhausted. Many argue that his outburst is beginning to overshadow his talent. Commentators say what Tebogo needs now is time away from the spotlight and professional support to regroup. Until then, every appearance only adds to the fatigue surrounding his name. Let's move on to Cindi Makhathini, who is once again in the headlines. Author Jacob Pameto recently went public with claims that Cindi allegedly slid into her husband's DMs. And she didn't hold back. She's saying, "Help, Cindi is creeping into my marriage." Cindi responded swiftly, saying she has no knowledge of Jackie or her husband and challenged Jackie to provide receipts of the messages. She also suggested that a fake account impersonating her could be behind the drama. This is not the first time Cindi's name has surfaced in similar allegations. Over the years, she has been linked to several high-profile figures, including Melusi Gigaba and Tumelo Ramaphosa. Each time, Cindi has denied the claims, pointing to fake accounts and targeted attacks as the source of the controversy. Observers note a consistent pattern. Cindi's name is frequently tied to men of influence, power, and wealth. What makes this case different, however, is Jackie's involvement. Jackie is a published author with an established reputation, not just an anonymous commentator, which adds weight to her claims, which will also ensure that the story will linger longer than most. We, of course, are not surprised that Cindi is trending, and not for work or professional milestones, but for alleged entanglements and ongoing drama. Whether the accusations are true or not, her name continues to be tied to the same cycle of men, money, and scandal. scandal. Church bells are ringing and we are getting married. If you've been following Lerato's journey, you'll remember that back in October of 2024, she dropped the news that she was engaged to her mystery Swedish partner. Fans went wild trying to guess who this lucky man was. Of course, Lerato shared a photo of their hands, sparkling rings on full display, captioned "Becoming Mrs. LP, I love you, baby." But of course, Mzansi being Mzansi would have asked all the questions. Who is he? What does he do? How long have they been together? And Lerato, being the queen of keeping things private, she only revealed that he's Swedish, while into his 30s and doing very well for himself. She's made it clear that love deserves respect and privacy, and honestly, we here for it. Fast forward to late September now recently of 2025, and the moment everyone's been waiting for has finally arrived. Lerato confirmed that she is officially married, giving fans a glimpse of her special day. While she's not spilling all the details, we caught a few glimpses that scream elegance and romance. Think rings, smiles, and that unmistakably glow of a woman in love. What's even sweeter is how Lerato has always been open about her relationship. She's been addressing public assumptions, reminding us that all a relationship is about love, respect, and partnership, not just the glam and the hype. From what we've seen, she and her husband are definitely living their best life together. This is the exact kind of love story that warms hearts, from a mystery engagement to the big reveal of marriage. Lerato Nxumalo is giving us all the romance, the mystery, and the glamour we could ever want from a celebrity couple, and we are officially obsessed. While still on the topic of weddings and church bell, does this sound familiar?
Okay. Once, twice,
3 times, damn it,
That's Mogale, the character that made waves on Generations, The Legacy. But while Tao was known for drama and heartbreak on screen, in real life, the man behind the role, Rapulani Pemo, just delivered his own happy ending. Rapulani has officially tied the knot with his longtime partner, Zandi, and the streets are ablaze with chatter. This wasn't just a wedding, it was a full production, the kind that left no detail to chance. From the deco to the fashion, everything screamed class, elegance, and star power. Zandi was the picture of grace, stepping into a new role as Mrs. Sepemo in a gown that could have been lifted straight from a bridal magazine. The fabric shimmered under the lights, the cut was flawless, and the confidence she radiated had everyone captivated. Rapulani, on the other hand, gave us a glimpse of nerves we don't often see. Gone was the calm, calculating Tao, and in his place was a groom who knew he was about to make the most important promise of his life. The guest list, a spectacle all on its own. Industry colleagues, close friends, and family members gathered to witness the union, with laughter and love spilling into the air. Those who were there say the vows were heartfelt, the speeches touching, and the atmosphere charged with celebration. By the time the reception began, the dance floor was already packed, and it didn't empty well into the early hours. And of course, the streets have been quick to react. Social media is flooded with clips and pictures from Zandi's breathtaking entrance to Rapulani's tender moments at the altar. Many are celebrating the fact that this love story, years in the making, has finally been sealed. Others can't help but marvel at how life seems to imitate art. Tao might have stumbled and crashed on screen, but Rapulani has landed safely into the arms of the woman he loves. This wedding didn't just trend for a moment, it dominated the conversation all weekend, reminding us that some love stories really are worth the wait. Congratulations to Rapulani and Zandi, a union marked by glamour, longevity, and a celebration that will be remembered long after the last dance. And last but not least, let's talk about Pearl Thusi and her daughter Thando, often nicknamed online for her exhausted American accent. They are facing serious backlash after a new video surfaced on TikTok. The clip, which has been circulating at lightning speed, shows Pearl and Thando casually having breakfast while the adopted daughter sits off to the sides. She's watching quietly, and the scene is sad. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary family moment, but viewers quickly noticed the tension. In the video, the adopted daughter's body language tells a story of its own. She appears withdrawn, hesitant, and visibly uncomfortable. The turning point comes when Pearl gives her a single look, a sharp, piercing glance that instantly sends the child retreating back into her shell. The silence that follows has left many deeply unsettled. As if that wasn't enough, Thando then turns to the adopted daughter and in her infamous accent demands, "Why are you staring at me?" The tone is cutting, dismissive, and the little girl visibly shrinks even further. It's a moment that has triggered outrage across social media, with many calling it disturbing and even traumatic to watch. The streets are losing it, and with good reason. This isn't the first time speculation about mistreatment has surrounded Pearl and her family dynamics. For years, whispers have circulated online, with fans pointing out moments they found questionable. But this clip, for many, feels like confirmation, a piece of evidence that validates long-held concerns. The reaction has been swift and brutal. Comment sections are overflowing with accusations of neglect, emotional abuse, and hypocrisy. Some users are demanding accountabilities, others are calling for child protection services to investigate, while many simply express heartbreak over what they believe they've witnessed. The image of the adopted daughter silenced with a look and humiliated by a cutting remark has become the focal point of the outrage. Now, it's important to note that no one outside the home knows the full depth of the situation. What we are seeing is a simple single moment captured on camera and being interpreted by the public. However, the optics are undeniably damaging. The imbalance in treatment between the biological child and the adopted one is glaring in this clip, and the public sentiment is that the little girl is being emotionally sidelined. For Pearl, whose public persona has always been one of glamour and influence, this is not the kind of attention she can easily brush off. The clip has fueled conversations about parenting, favoritism, and the responsibility public figures carry when their family life is constantly under a spotlight. One thing is clear, this video has shifted the narrative in a major way. What was once speculation is now being treated as visible proof, and the backlash shows no signs of slowing down. For Pearl and Thando, the pressure is mounting, and for the adopted daughter, the public is demanding answers, and they want it now. That's all for your fresh new update. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course, comment down below what you think of today's updates. For fresh new updates, it's your favorite Madiba. Until next time, stay safe, stay spicy, and remember, in Mzansi, today's gossip is tomorrow's headlines.